Hey guys, greetings for the day. Today we are going to discuss about what is a file and what are the operations that we can perform over a file. Okay, so file is a collection of bytes. Okay, so it's in our computer system. Okay, so we store different kinds of files. Okay, so we have document file, we have presentation file, excel file, executable file. Okay, these are the different types of files we store in our day-to-day life. Okay, what the file is all about, and it's going to contain. Okay, so it's going to contain contains a piece of information. Okay, so informations are stored in the file for further use. Okay, so after turning off the system, if you want to access the data, so the data needs to be stored in the file. Okay, so that is, the data are moved to the secondary storage device from the main memory. Okay, so when the computer turns off, what happens? The whatever data that is present in the main memory is erased. Okay, if you want to restart the system again after some time, and if you want to use the same data or restore the same data, you need to store it in a file. Okay, so that's the purpose of files. Okay, so you can store the videos, audios, images, documents, and etc. with variety of extensions. Okay, so whatever may be the file, you can perform certain basic set of operations with the files. Okay, so now let us see how to create a file using the C language, using the Python language. Okay, in Python, how to create a file and how to open a file using the Python language and read the file's content and write the data into the file, and how to close the file from the Python programming. Okay, so let's see how to open a file. Okay, so to open a file, open off method is used. Okay, so to open a file, open off method is used. Okay, so this open off method will open a file when if the file is already existing. Okay, when there is no such file, okay, so it will create a new file. The syntax of open off method is open off, the name of the file and the mode in which to be opened. Okay, mode defines in what mode, what kind of operation we are going to perform on the file. Okay, it can be a read mode, write mode, append mode, okay, read only mode, okay, read and write mode, okay, or B plus. Okay, so these are the some of the modes in which we can open a file. Okay, so if we are willing to perform only the read operation, the file can be opened in read mode. Okay, the symbol for the character for opening a file in read mode is R. Okay, if you wish to write something into the file, then we have to open the file in write mode. The letter for opening a file in write mode is W. Okay, likewise we can open the file. Okay, append, if you want to append something into existing content. Okay, so you have to open it in append mode. Okay, the character for append mode, opening a file in append mode is A. Okay, and etc. and etc. Okay, so whenever a file is opened, a handle is created. Okay, that is an address is written. The address needs to be stored in a point variable. Okay, so always address will be stored in a pointer variable. Okay, we all know this, right? So let's see an example. Okay, so file 1 is the pointer variable's name, which stores the address that is written by this open off function. Okay, so open off test.txt. okay, so this particular line tries to open a file called test, which is of txt type, text file. Okay, if this test file is already existing, it will open the file. If it is not existing, okay, so it will open a new file. Okay, so where we have not mentioned any mode, actually we have to mention a mode. Okay, yeah. Next method is read method. Okay, read operation. Okay, so A file should be open for a particular purpose, okay, either for reading or writing data, okay. So how to read the data from the file, okay. So if you want to open a, I mean read the content of the file, you must first open it, isn't it? If we wish to read something from a book, we have to open it, right? So likewise, we have to open it in read mode, then we have to start reading. Okay, read method is helpful to read the content from the file, okay. So first the file is open in read mode, okay. So the file handle F is used to read it, okay. So here it is mentioned as file 1, so here also it should be file 1 dot read off, okay. So the read off method will be reading the content as it's read. We can either store it in another variable or print it on the console, or we can write even into another file, okay. So the next method is write method. Write method syntax. Write method is used to write some content into the file, okay, already existing file, okay. Okay, so if you wish to write something into the file, you can open the file into W mode, okay. If you open a file in W mode, what happens is if some content is already there in the file, or everything will be erased. The opening a file in W mode will open a fresh file, okay. So all the pre-existing contents will be erased, okay. So if suppose you don't want to delete anything, you just want to add extra to the existing content, then you must open it in the appending mode, okay. So here is an example. Syntax of writing is, write method is name of the file dot file handle dot write of byte, okay. So we need to open the file in W mode or append mode and store the address in a handle, okay. Okay, file handle dot write of, see you soon, okay. So here the file called demo file 2, which is the text file, has been opened in append mode. The text see you soon has been appended to the pre-existing content using write method, okay. Yeah, hope you guys understood about read method, write method and open method. So the final method is close, okay. Whenever we open a resource, it's obvious to close it, okay, in order to prevent resource leakage, okay. It's a good programming practice also, okay. So whenever we open a file, we need to close it after using the file, okay. We are opening the file for reading or writing, whatever may be the purpose. Once the purpose is done, we must close the file, okay. In order to close the file, the method called close off is used, okay. So the syntax is name of the file handle dot close, okay. So we are just closing it, okay. Yeah, here is an example. We just open this demo file .txt, okay, demo file in read mode, okay. So after opening, we just perform some read operation using read method. After performing read, we are closing it, okay. Good, thank you guys. So today we have seen what is a file and the basic operations that can be performed on a file, okay. So we can perform 4 operations over a file, okay. We can open a file. After opening, either we can perform read or write operation. So after performing either of these operations, we must close, okay, close the file, okay. It's a good programming practice, okay. In order to open a file, open method is useful. Open method will return the file handle, okay. In order to read something from the file, read method is useful. Whenever we open a file, we may need to open in certain modes, okay. Read mode, write mode, append mode, or whatever mode, okay. Okay, if you want to read the content, the file obviously should be opened in read mode, okay. If you want to write something into into a file, the file must be opened in either W mode or in the append mode. Okay, so we have discussed the difference between writing mode and the appending mode. Okay, so after all the operations performed over a file, it needs to be closed. Okay, thanks for listening. Good day.